Today on 21st Century Business, explore state-of-the-art technology, innovative business strategies, insights from cutting-edge corporations around the globe, a visionary look into the answers of tomorrow, today. Business leaders, business solutions, 21st Century Business.
Welcome to 21st Century Business. I'm Jackie Bales. From aerospace to construction and energy to healthcare, project management needs have experienced massive growth over the last decade. The need for companies to quickly access software and input real-time data while mitigating security and disaster risks, yet increasing ROI, has placed significant and complicated demands on IT departments. However, as IT departments shrink and global virtualized demands increase, the need for a cloud-hosted solution in project management is taking center stage. Here to discuss these needs and the project management solutions his company has to offer is Eric Leighton, President and CEO of LoadSpring Solutions. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you for having me today, Jackie.
Tell us more, Eric, about the state of project management software packages and how the needs have grown and why companies now need to think about a cloud solution.
Traditionally, companies would, 10 years ago, when they were deploying project management software with applications like Microsoft Project or even Excel spreadsheets, there were really single applications that resided on someone's desktop. And over the last 10 years, companies have found it more and more important to start scaling throughout their entire enterprise. And as the enterprises grow globally, having applications reside on your desktop no longer works. So the evolution of project management software has really been to move towards enterprise-level project management software.
It really makes good sense, and it sounds like no matter where a company may be on the spectrum of project management software implementation, that a cloud solution should be considered. What solutions does LoadSpring offer to quickly and easily move companies from these internal solutions to the cloud?
Well, we've built a platform that we call the Springboard, and the Springboard really acts as the access point for the cloud. And as we talk about the cloud, I think a lot of companies struggle with what that means. So by having a platform, a web portal, if you will, for access to the cloud, it makes it easier for companies to start understanding, okay, what does the cloud mean and how do I get there?
Let's take a closer look at this fascinating technology in this 21st Century Business Field Report.
As the leading company in cloud-based project management software, LoadSpring Solutions is committed to making their clients' lives easier. They do so through custom cloud-based software and industry-leading service and support.
Our product development is driven first by our customers, and second by our passion to be the best at serving our customers' needs. One of the things that we offer is the Springboard portal, which is really an access avenue into all the applications that a user is authorized to access in the cloud. We also speed it up by allowing those users to automatically launch applications as well as sign on with just one login. If one of our users has a question or is struggling to log in, the Springboard portal has an embedded support system included in the solution. What this means is that an end user can just go right into the Springboard, ask a question, request support, and our smart support engine actually will route that particular request to the right support rep or provide an answer depending on what the actual request or question was.
LoadSpring Solutions continues to innovate, recognizing the need for a mobile solution through their streamlined LoadSpring mobile interface.
When you think about the exciting world of mobile coming into the landscape, it's moving very fast, it's all kinds of different form factors, and it causes us to think in terms of simplifying and streamlining solutions versus continuing to add capabilities, which is the traditional or classical mindset in product development.
Custom design software suites, easy deployment, enterprise-level security, and cloud-based portal access with multi-device support are just a few of the reasons LoadSpring Solutions continues to be the leader in project management solutions.
Eric, what are the critical components needed to leverage the cloud?
Well, we feel there are three critical components required for users to be able to understand first what the cloud is and then to access the cloud in a secure manner. Number one, as I talked about earlier, is the platform. Users want to have a single location to go and access the cloud, sort of like a web portal. Second, security is paramount for most organizations. Not only following security standards, but also making sure that you can implement their security standards, so it needs to be customizable. And lastly, it needs to be easy for the users to access the cloud. So we feel identity management systems, such as single sign-on, are hugely critical to the success of a cloud-based solution.
And security, of course, is an ever important issue. How do enterprise customers respond to potential security concerns around a cloud-based solution?
Today, companies, enterprise companies, have become much more sophisticated about understanding the security requirements on the internet, number one. Number two, they know how to ask us the right questions, and they want to make sure that we're following similar or better standards than even they would employ in their enterprise. So their response is typically nervousness until they fully vet out the type of security parameters that we put in place, but any cloud provider would put in place.
So speaking about project management specifically, what are the current trends about putting project management software on the cloud?
More and more companies are moving their project management to the cloud, primarily because of the global reach. Their projects today are run across probably 15 or 20 different companies that all need to access this project management software. And these projects are typically managed by companies that may not be geographically located near you. So we have several companies where the project is actually based in the United States, but a lot of the engineering is done outside of the United States. So those companies need to also be able to access the same project management applications.
What main issues are driving corporations to the cloud itself in today's business world, do you think?
Companies no longer can afford to invest a lot of capital expenses into their IT infrastructure, and then with the uncertainty, have the project go away 6 months or a year from now. So cloud-based solutions offer a company the flexibility to start a project, dial the project up, add more users, add more applications, while at the same time scale it back if the economy requires that.
So tell us how LoadSpring addresses those economic issues to create effective project management solutions.
At LoadSpring, what we do is we already have the infrastructure in place, we already have the applications installed, we already have the security issues vetted out. So when a company comes to us to use our cloud services, it's typically deployed in 5 to 10 business days rather than 8 to 12 months, which is critical.
Wow. So Eric, how significant is that to be able to implement a solution in 5 to 10 days compared to 8 to 12 months? And also, what is the ROI on using your solution?
Other applications that companies may start, once they see a vision and a path to the cloud, they now start bringing other applications to us. So the typical company customer of LoadSpring is deploying probably 5 to 8 different applications. They started with one, and now they're moving towards more and more applications being moved to the cloud because of that speed of deployment and that ability to make rapid decisions to respond to the economic conditions that are going on. So the ROI for the CIO, as an example, is for me really dependent and hits towards rapid decision making. And how do you put an ROI on being able to make a 5-day decision versus a 8-month decision, right?
Right. Yeah. What is the cost of that? What about roadblocks, though, Eric? What roadblocks do CIOs encounter when they're trying to implement cloud-based solutions?
Well, I think ultimately CIOs don't really understand what the path to the cloud is. So in my vision, I see CIOs across the United States and really across the world with this big sack of technology on their back, right? That they're managing. They've got network infrastructure, they've got security infrastructure, applications. One of our customers, it's a 10,000 person company, and they literally have 10,000 applications that their enterprise uses. So you've got this enormous bag of technology on your back, and everybody's talking about the cloud, and the CIO's looking up to the cloud, and he's like, how do I get there? So what LoadSpring brings to the table really is a path to the cloud. And we do that with the Springboard as a platform. We understand how to deliver identity management solutions with that platform, so your users can have a single username and password to access either cloud services or internal network sources at your site. And then integration is critical. Being able to have cloud-based applications that, for example, project management in our space, connect into ERP systems and financial systems is critical to the success. So once the CIO sees that path and feels comfortable that we can not only put applications in the cloud, but plug them back into his infrastructure, he starts feeling a lot more comfortable about the cloud.
I'm sure. What would you say makes LoadSpring different for your employees?
I think it's our passion for the customers. We really care about the success of our customers, and every one of our employees are beyond passionate for their success. So we focus our employees on focusing on the customer, and for me, it's all about our employees and making sure that they're passionate about what they do for a job, that they're passionate about our customers, and they're passionate about our solutions that we provide.
That's fascinating. Eric, we really appreciate you taking time out today to help make this complex business of project management solutions understandable. Thanks for sharing your cloud-based solutions with us.
Thank you, Jackie.
And as always, thank you for watching. For 21st Century Business, I'm Jackie Bales.